อาเซียนคอนเนควันนี้นะคะเราจะไปพูดคุยกับผู้สื่อข่าวจากนครย่างกุ้งประเทศเมียนมาค่ะที่ผ่านมานะคะคุณเดวิดตูนก็เคยมาเล่าให้เราฟังถึงเรื่องวงการ e-sport ในประเทศเมียนมาเขาใช้คำว่ามันยังไม่ advance เท่าประเทศไทยนะคะก็อาจจะยังไม่มีความก้าวหน้าหรือว่ามีอะไรมากมายเหมือนกับวงการ e-sport ของไทยแต่ถือว่าชุมชนในวงการ e-sport ของเมียนมาก็มีความตื่นตัวแล้วก็เป็นชุมชนที่เข้มแข็งเหมือนกันนะคะล่าสุดเพิ่งมีการเปิดตัวแอปพลิเคชันนะคะสำหรับ e-sport โดยเฉพาะจะเป็นอย่างไรนะคะน่าสนใจขนาดไหนเดี๋ยวไปคุยกับคุณเดวิดตูนกันค่ะ Hi Okay, so today it's going to be about esports and it's about the application that just recently launched, right?
Yes, ma'am. The esports, the application is called Eternity. So the background to this application is that the creators behind this application, they have been quite involved in the, let's say, the esports and non-esports gaming scene. So they are either they've been a voice in the gaming community, or they are one of them is a content creator. They will create some content. So from there on, they slowly started to realize their dream of having their own local, let's just say, platform, right? Where instead of just a generic social media platform where people would just gather and go and just do everything, they wanted for people that can basically be for esports. So esports fans and enthusiasts and everything, even pro players and teams will be, they are trying to aim for everybody involved in esports to use this application.
But this is, I mean, if you look through the internet, there are so many esport applications available now.
Well, that is indeed the challenge. Obviously, this is a locally made product, so this is not internationally. It will be available internationally, I assume, but I do not see a reason for international audience to use it right now. But either way, the challenge will be, to be competitive against other platforms. So, for example, right, one of the draws that the application called Eternity is trying to make is that they will have their own exclusive tournaments, and their tournaments could be streamable and watchable from the application only. So they've told me that they have certain, they make it so that the security is that while you're watching the streams and everything, you cannot screen record or you cannot rebroadcast during the stream to another device. So I do not exactly 100% know how that is, whether it's 100% working. But either way, they have these kind of draws like exclusive tournaments to encourage people to use their applications. And one thing I'm also told is that once you register with the application, right? They encourage to use your preferred ID, as in not real ID per se, but the ID that when people play games, they will have their own different ID. So
Right.
I might be called something else, but they will have that name in particular that they will always use for every game. So they encourage to use that kind of that ID, because the application will make it so that if you ever want to join any form of like esports tournaments that they are hosting, or it's available to be registered from their app, you can easily register with your account into the tournament. So those kind of things are what the application is trying to differentiate themselves from the competition.
So you have been telling a story about esports in Myanmar. Before this was about the media that cover mainly esports. Does that mean the community of the esport community in Myanmar is pretty sizable?
Sizable would mean that there is an actual quantitative number, which I do not have the quantitative number for sure. But they are enthusiasts. I mean, this application, right, is trying to aim at gathering all of the esports, different kind of esports enjoyers, right? So for esports in Myanmar, it's usually about mobile phone gaming. So Obviously, we are the country that recently had, not too long ago, have access to mobile phones, correct? So the mobile penetration in the country is quite high. So everybody usually plays on mobile phones. But there is actually kind of a divide in the esports community where PC and console players, they do not think mobile phone players as actual gamers. So
Right.
they do not like them. But the point of the application is also that, the groups are separated. They are enthusiasts, they are fans, and there are people that will go all the way to make foreign trips to just so that they can go and see international tournaments. So there are people like that here. They aim to combine everything and everyone into that particular application, and hopefully from one angle try to, let's say, make the community and the market grow bigger.
This is interesting though, because you said there will be a group of some people who will not consider people that play esport through mobile phone as actually people in esport. But from the point of view of the person that create this application, and from the person that create the esport media that you talked about last time, for them, pretty much the same kind of or same group of like they group them together.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, right? Okay, I'll give you the example, right? So in Thailand, also, probably a very famous esports mobile phone game would be something called Mobile Legends, correct? So in Myanmar, it is also the same case as well. But those people, they are not liked by the people that is also another game, major game, which is called Dota 2. So obviously, being able to play on different consoles, okay? So playing on a PC and a keyboard and a mouse, comparing against having to play on a mobile phone means intrinsically there is
Right.
difficulties and control differences. So usually the PC crowd and the console gaming crowd usually see themselves as superior to the mobile phone gaming crowd. So what the people will call mobile phone gaming crowds is like they are two-thumb gamers, basically because you are using two thumbs.
Yeah, you just use your fingers.
Yeah, so
right.
they are the two-thumb gamers. And for the mobile phone gaming crowd, the PC players are the clickers because they have to click on
Right.
the mouse. So we have two distinct group that is having, they are arguing all the time. The truth of the matter right now is that usually when we talk about esports here, the one with most happening is currently a mobile phone gaming market because it has such a large, user base.
How about you though? Are you into esports, and which one you play more? Like the one with the mobile phone or console and desktop setup?
Oh, in terms of actually being competitive, I think my competitive days are behind me because I'm still only 30. But in terms of gaming, 30 is like a dinosaur because my reflexes and my reaction times are very slow now. But I play both. I do play both Mobile Legends, and I still do play Dota 2. I even play a couple of other games as well. But yeah, I still do play.
Okay, so I'm sure there will be a lot of people that do both, like you, right?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. But in terms of, younger crowd where they have, let's say, they have more time, but limited budget, should I say, they will tend to gravitate towards either one.
Okay, well, thank you very much. It's always interesting to talk about this esports thing. It's like an up and coming, not just in Myanmar, like in Singapore, in Thailand. I think it's going to be very, very big around the world very, very soon.
I believe so, yes. Esports, I mean, gaming in general is a multi-billion-dollar industry now. And esports, as it is with any kind of sports, it's a lucrative business that a lot of people that wants to get into, whether it be for organizers and owners or players as well. So yeah, it's something that we can keep an eye on and see how it goes.
Okay, thank you very much for the story today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Bye.
Bye.
เอาละค่ะและนั่นก็เป็นเรื่องราวที่น่าสนใจล่าสุดจากเมียนมานะคะแน่นอนว่าสถานการณ์การเมืองก็ยังไม่ปกติ แต่ก็ยังมีกิจกรรมมีวงสังคมและชุมชนให้คนได้ผ่อนคลายกันบ้างหนึ่งในนั้นก็คือ e-sport นั่นเองค่ะและนั่นคือทั้งหมดในอาเซียนคอนเนควันนี้ค่ะ